Hello, this is Sass from Copia Stars, and this is a reading for Saturday, the 28th of February. The last day in February. We made it. Month 2 over and done with. Don't know if you've got any gardeners out there, but I am a massive gardener, and I've been sorting through all my seeds and cleaning all my little seed tags. I've just done my order for all the things I want to grow. So if you want to keep up with me on that, please do let me know, and I can do some little videos of how my garden's growing. I love gardening. It is so good for your soul, and I recommend it to anybody. I've had a few traumas in my life. Let's not go there yet, early days. But for me, my garden has saved my life. And I'd like to get emotional about that, actually, because it really has. It really has saved my life. So yeah, so every year I plant loads and loads of food, and we eat all through the winter. It's and summer. It's wonderful. So the general feeling for this reading is earth, peace and grounding. And I think, you know, how much more fitting is that for the last day of winter and the first day of spring. Mushroom, recycling, breaking down problems. Basil, prosperity, luck and love. Preserve, security, forethought and thrift. Cup of tea, patience and reassessment. Leaves, renewal, revival and progress. For me, this time of year, the end of February, beginning of March, is my new year. I don't do the December 31st resolutions. For me, the new year is the breaking of spring, the flowers popping up from their bulbs, the snowdrops, the crocuses, the daffodils, the tulips. This is the beginning of the new year. It's when everything starts coming to life, waking up from their winter slumber. And, you know, it's a time of rejuvenation. It's a time of just feeling at one with nature. You are at the beginning of a beautiful annual cycle. And this reading really does resonate that, you know, it's getting in touch with the earth. It's breaking down the problems of the past and recycling, ready for the new year. It's, you know, there's going into the new year with luck and love and prosperity, and there's a security and forethought and thrift. So we are being sort of tentatively going into the new year with a new outlook, longing for some beautiful positivity. And it's a really good year to be catching up with friends. Patience and reassessment, you know, that kind of like just working out who you want to spend this year with, what you want to be doing this year. Yeah, there is a couple of renewal, revival, progress. This hater and this envy, I think this is you just like cutting the wheat from the chaff. The patience, you're sort of reassessing what you want this year, where your priorities are going to lie. My reassessment is like sitting here and going, right, what am I gonna grow in my garden? Because my garden is actually just an analogy of my life, and if I'm sort of sitting there sort of planting my seeds for what I'm going to actually grow and flourish, then I need to plant those seeds for me as well. I need to work out exactly what I want out of life, and I think I've been called to make a really good. I don't think that one wants to go back in. Luck is on your side. Yeah, and I think 2026 is the year a lot of us are going to be making big decisions, big changes. The world is changing in quite crazy ways, and I think we have to work against anything that we find troubling, and work in favour of all the things that we. There's just the two. We'll go with that. There was only two popped out, and they wanted to come out together, so we've got Tulsi and Apple. Let's see what they have to say, shall we? So Tulsi is 148, Tulsi is also called holy basil. Well, we've got basil here. And basil's traditionally planted in a special spot by the front door of homes in South Asia. It's the holiest of plants, thought of alternately as a household deity or a manifestation of the goddess Lakshmi. This brings heaven to earth. Her spicy scent reminds you to be aware of the unseen, of spirit flowing in and out, Tulsi says. You're stronger when you let your spirit help you adapt to the ups and downs of daily life. If you befriend Tulsi, she might give you a further message. Your spirit flows through your physical form, and so your soul is fed through the body's senses. You might wear Tulsi beads around your neck to remind you that you are the home for your spirit, and you are sacred. 32, which is the apple. Now, apple has been given some grief since in the beginning, when she learned that feeding people and teaching them to know themselves can be a dangerous thing. She became associated with snakes, shame and fig leaves, and it's all been dance lessons, curtsies and domestication from there. Apple is the witch of the wild wood, forced to clean up and come in for tea. But a skirt and pumps can't hide her knowledge for the circling stars and cycling seasons, the deep loam of the earth and the warm weep of the summer rain. We may think we've tamed the wild apple and brought her to heel, but even quasi-domesticated, she still gifts us with the sweetness of understanding ourselves. And it says, Apple asks, what have you forbidden yourself? And I think a lot of us have forbidden ourselves the freedom to be who we want to be. Stuck in dead-end jobs, stuck, with people. I don't know whether this hater is like, hater and envy. I don't know whether you're envious of somebody else's career and the fact that they've got off their bum and they've done something, or whether you have people that are hating on you. In either case, use that to bounce from. So if you are feeling a bit envious and a bit hatery, use that platform to say, well, if they can have it, so can I can get myself in the same position, and find your purpose, as it were. What's it? Who says that? Find your purpose. It's the guy that says, do you have a dream? I can't remember his name. I'm sure if you can pop it in the comments. He stands on the street, doesn't he, with his little microphone on a stick. I love it when he helps people out. So yeah, I just feel like there is taking chances. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks and opportunities that could change your life for the better. So that's 0303. So if you wake up at 3 minutes past 3 in the morning, that's your sign. 1818, which is willpower. Wow, significant effects are on the cards for you. You will progress your endeavours and gain new experiences. The right people and resources will be put in your path. An excellent proposal or change is coming, and you're destined for greatness. Broken bridge, unsuccessful outcome to a problem. Pleasure with a close friend. Secret admirer. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Yeah, I think this was a trouble. You had all of this has come out from an unsuccessful outcome to a problem, and that spurs you on to work harder and get yourself into this new. You're reassessing your life, your new direction. So I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for being with me. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share and all that wonderful stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.